If this business would really be finished when I did the deed, then it should be done as quickly as possible. If the assassination of the king worked perfectly without consequence, would it be the be-all, then the murder would be the be-all and the end-all of the whole affair. I would gladly put my soul in the afterlife at risk to do it. But for crimes like these, there are still consequences and punishments in this world. By committing violent crimes, we only teach other people to commit violence, and violence of our students will come back to plague us teachers. Justice, being equal to everyone, forces us to drink from the poison cup that we serve to each other. The king trusts me in two ways. First of all, we are loyal friends, so I should try to protect him. Second, I am his host, so I should be closing the door on his murderous face.
Don't look at me. I'm just filming you.
Not trying to murder him myself. Besides, Duncan has been such a humble leader, so free of corruption. His virtuous legacy will speak for him when he dies, as if the angels were playing trumpets against the injustice of his murder. Pity, like an innocent newborn baby, will ride the wind of the winged angels on invisible horses through the air to spread news of the horrible deed to everyone everywhere. The people will mourn his loss. I can't spur myself to action. The only thing motivating me to ambition, the only thing motivating me is ambition, which makes people rush ahead of themselves toward disaster.
What news do you have? He's almost finished dinner. Why did you leave the dining room?
Has he asked for me?
Don't you know he has?
We can't go on with this plan. The king has just honored me, and I've earned the good opinion of all sorts of people. I want to enjoy these honors while the feeling is fresh, not throw them away as soon as possible.
Were you drunk when you seemed so hopeful before? Have you gone to sleep and woken up green and pale in the fear of this idea? From now on, this is what I'll think of your love. Are you afraid to act the way you desire? Will you take the crown you want so badly, or will you live as a coward, always saying, I can't, after you say, I want to? You're like a poor cat in the old story.
Please stop. I dare to only do that which is proper for a man. He who dares to do more is not a man at all.
If you weren't a man, then what kind of animal were you when you first told me you wanted to do this? When you dared to do it, that's when you were a man. And if you go one step further by doing what you dared to do before, you'll be that much more of a man. The time and place weren't right before, but you would have gone ahead with the murder anyhow. Now the time and place are just right, but they're almost too good for you. I have suckled a baby, and I know how sweet it is to love the baby at my breast. But even as the baby was smiling up at me, I would have strangled it to death in its crib if I had sworn to do that the same way you would have sworn to do this.
But if we fail?
We fail? If you get your courage up, we can't fail. When Duncan is asleep, the day's hard journey, that will make him so much more tired. I'll get to his two servants and make them so drunk that their memory will go up into the smoke through the chimneys of their brains. When they lie asleep like pigs, so drunk they'll be dead to the world. What won't you and I be able to do to the unguarded Duncan? And whatever we do, we can just lay all the blame on the drunken servants.
May you only give birth to male children, because your fearless spirit should create nothing that isn't masculine. Once we have covered the two servants with blood and used their daggers to kill, won't people believe that they were the culprits?
Who could think it would happen any other way? We'll be grieving so loudly when we hear that Duncan is dead.
Now I'm decided. I will exert every muscle in my body to commit this crime. Go now. Pretend to be a false hostess. a friendly hostess. Hide with the false face, with that which you know is in your false, evil heart.